Late today, an appeals court judge keeping New York's indoor mask mandate for schools and businesses in place, at least for now. There was a lot of confusion these last 24 hours after another judge tried to halt the masks. There will now be a hearing, and it mirrors the debate across this country. And all of it comes as the U.S. is still reporting 664,000 new cases a day. Hospitalizations climbing in 13 states, nearly 20,000 COVID patients admitted to hospitals every day across this nation. And we are still seeing about 2,000 COVID deaths every day. After the Supreme Court shot down President Biden's mandate for large businesses to require workers be vaccinated, the Biden administration now officially withdrawing the business mandate today. The White House has said many large businesses have already put in place rules of their own. Tonight, Pfizer is now launching a human trial of its new vaccine booster, specifically targeting the Omicron variant. Of course, the question, will it be needed with cases coming down in parts of the country? And then looking forward, the big question, will we see another variant that tests us like Omicron? What Dr. Anthony Fauci said about that today. ABC's Ariel Reshef leading us off.
Tonight, that late word from an appeals court judge keeping New York State's school mask mandate in place for now. It comes just hours after a ruling striking down the state's indoor mask mandate sparked chaos and confusion across schools and businesses.
We're not anti-mask. We're anti-mandate.
The governor had vowed to fight it, even with COVID cases dropping dramatically in New York.
The last thing I want to see is a different trend because people gave up on the mask.
I think it's common sense. I think it's safe to have a mask.
Some schools today swiftly ditching the mask rule, others keeping the mandate in place, outraging some parents.
That is a lie. You guys will all be sued. Watch me.
On Long Island, parents angry after they say their maskless kids were told to stay in the library and join their classes via Zoom.
I just think it's wrong. For one day, give these kids the opportunity to have the choice to be maskless or masked. It's their constitutional right.
It comes as the country reports 664,000 new cases a day, and hospitalizations are still climbing across 13 states. Southern Idaho once again activating its crisis standards of care.
I know that everyone is tired of the pandemic. Like you, I wish that we could be done with the pandemic. But unfortunately, the pandemic is not done with us.
And tonight, Dr. Anthony Fauci calling Pfizer's move to test an Omicron target vaccine a prudent move. When asked about the back-to-back nature of the COVID variant surges, Dr. Fauci saying he does not believe we will be seeing that kind of pattern indefinitely.
Even if new variants emerge, they don't take that surge effect that we've seen with the 4, now 5 surges that we've seen since the early 2020. So I don't believe we're going to be seeing that indefinitely. I think it's going to come down and down. And quite frankly, the more people that we get vaccinated and the more people we get boosted, the less the likelihood that we'll be seeing these return of variants that keep challenging us.
Nearly 2 weeks after the Supreme Court knocked down President Biden's vaccine mandate for large companies, the Labor Department today officially withdrawing those vaccination and testing requirements. Though the Biden administration says 98% of federal workers are already vaccinated under a mandate. And tonight, one man in Boston is reportedly facing dire consequences for not getting the vaccine. The family of DJ Ferguson says the 31-year-old father desperately needs a heart transplant, but is not eligible because he has not gotten the shot. The hospital saying, like other transplant programs in the United States, the COVID vaccine is one of several vaccines and lifestyle behaviors required for transplant candidates in the Mass General Brigham system in order to create both the best chance for a successful operation and also the patient's survival after transplantation. Medical ethicist Dr. Arthur Kaplan says this is not about discrimination, but about your vaccination status predicting the likelihood of the transplant's success.
A cold could kill you. COVID could kill you. The organs are scarce. We're not going to distribute them to someone who has a very poor chance of living when others who are vaccinated have a much better chance post-surgery of surviving.
And Ariel, back with us tonight. We know this mask debate is happening all over the country, with Omicron having peaked in some places, hopefully peaking in other places in the coming weeks. And that news tonight on that New York appeals court judge keeping the mask mandate in effect for schools and businesses for now, after another judge had ruled against the masks. So masks back for now in New York, but there's a hearing coming.
That's right, David. It's now up to the appellate court to decide whether or not the mask mandate here in New York can stand. Previous judges have sided with the state, and Governor Hochul says she plans to lift the mask mandate if cases continue to drop next month. David?
Ariel Reshef tonight leading us off. Ariel, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.